Hello. All right. I am Tanya, Grammy Auntie. Hello to Jackson and Jalen and Preston and Athena and Maxwell and Abigail and Charlotte. I love you all very much. Um, I've decided to try to do a little bit of a um, vlog style today. I am going to do a little bit of sewing. Um, I've got some crocheting I've been working on that I might pull out. But my thought process was a lot of times I'm trying to like teach you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And I may or may not do that. I might just chat while I'm doing it, kind of like a vlog style. Um, Life has changed for me quite a bit recently, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do, where I want to go, who I want to be, how I want to be, all of the things that you're usually not trying to figure out when you're almost 50 years old. So usually people already have this figured out. I'm not people. So um, you are on my sewing desk. We are in the sewing room. And we'll just kind of see where today takes us. I do have a couple kids around, so I'll be pausing and stopping here and there as I need to keep them off camera for the most part as much as possible because as much as I love all of my children, I say I love you to them every single time I get on this video. Um, I don't know that I love the idea of putting them out on the internet necessarily. There may be times that they help me do different things, especially if my granddaughters are around. They love to help me sew, but um, people can be weird and people can be mean, and I don't know that I want to um, expose my grandchildren to that. Um, so, plus they're not mine, and so I'd have to get permission from the parental units before I did. So, if the boys are needing me today, then I will need to pause and go check on them. Um, you probably won't notice, it'll just look like an edit, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time that that might happen. The other thing is I need to go through my patterns and decide what I want to make. I'm kind of in one of the spots I'm in right now is trying to decide if I feel like I do good enough at sewing that I could sell any of the things that I make. I kind of don't feel like I could, but I've had a lot of people tell me that I definitely could. Um, and so I know that I'm my own worst critic. And so I am going to make a few things without the intent of for anybody necessarily, just to kind of see what I can do, how I can do it. Um, like there's one tote bag that I love to make, but I have to figure out how to get it perfectly even in certain spaces. And like the pattern, one of the pattern pieces is never long enough. To me, it doesn't seem long enough. So I'm going to have to figure out how long to make it so that it actually works because it doesn't fit around the thing it's supposed to fit around. So um, I need to figure those things out. And then also, I'd like to add to this particular pattern, I'd like to add another pocket. There's a pocket on the outside, but I'd like to add an interior pocket or two because what woman does not like pockets in their bags? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to drop stuff in a tote bag, you might want to drop your wallet and your keys somewhere easier to find without having to dig through your entire tote bag. So if there's an interior pocket big enough for a small wallet for like your ID and credit card or your keys, um, a lot of us these days have cars that you don't have to actually take the key out of the purse to drive the car, but you'd probably need to get it out in order to unlock your house. You might need to get the key out to, unlock your office. You might have a car that you need to actually grab your key in order to open the door or turn it on. I mean, some of us have those kind of cars. Not all of us do. My husband, you have to have the key to his truck in your hand in order to drive it. My car, you don't. So, um, it just depends on what you drive, and how old it is because my husband's 2005 Harley definitely does not have push to start. um, the other thing I need to work on is trying to rethread my serger. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong or if I actually broke it. Um, not very knowledgeable when it comes to these things. I do have the book, and I do refer to the book when I'm trying to um, thread it, but to me, it's complicated. To other people, I'm sure it's not. To me, it is, with four different yarns and just trying to figure out where everything goes and how it all goes together and making sure that they're in the right holes and up the right way through the right loops. And, when you're, um, oh, sorry about that. Let's see if I can flip this camera around to show you. I don't know how to do that. Please hold. Okay, I don't know. I'll just turn it around like this. So when you've got the serger and you've got four spots to put the yarn thread, sorry, and then they all have to go um, through here. Oops, sorry, through here and around and down and through. And I mean, it looks like it should be simple because it's got the pictures and it's got the numbers. And then, like I say, I've got the book to see exactly how I'm supposed to put it through. But since whatever happened, I haven't been able to properly thread it to where I can actually use it. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Um, but I also have my fabric here that my friend gave me that I want to use for my bags. I have a bunch more fabric that I can use. I've got all of these squares and stuff that, oh, can you see it? There we go. That I can use for like patchwork bags for um, I don't know, quilt purses. But again, the one I make, the pattern I make, I'd like to figure out how to add more pockets to it because it's just one big pocket at the moment. So I'd like to add more pockets. Please hold. Okay, got that taken care of. Okay, so now the other thing is I need to decide which yarn, no, which thread I want to put in my serger. I don't think I have four of the same color. Um, I don't think. I have, let's see. Over here, I have a yellow. So I've got my drawer pulled out here, and I've got all my threads in there. So I've got a yellow. I've got several that are similar-ish. I don't know. Let's see. That's a peach. Um, so I've got, well, yellow doesn't go with this, but I've got four different kinds of pink. Well, four different kinds of pink. I think that looks better. And I've got the same thing in purple. I've got four different kinds of purple. I've got different levels of orange, but I don't have the same. So there's a yellow. There's a yellow. Let me see if I've got another yellow. But see, this is the thing is I've got to have, okay, so I've got another yellow. I got to have four. So there's three that look fairly similar. Do I have one more yellow? Drum roll, please, someone. Thank you, Ethan. Let's see. So I also have gray, gray, gray. What's this one? Oh, that's like a brown, I think. This one. Those are pretty similar, right? I mean, they're not identical, but I feel like it's okay. They don't have to be totally identical for the serger, I don't think. Um, they just have to go well enough that it, because like the first colors when I didn't buy the serger, my kids got it for me, but when I got the serger, it was four different colors, like red, yellow, blue, green. And that actually makes it way easier to see how it's threaded because when they're all different colors, you can be like, oh, red goes there. um, so then the other thing I have is, let's see, I got black, black. Oh, here we go. Maybe this will work. Black. Do I have one more black? Probably black is the most common. Black. Okay. Um, I guess let's start with black because I have all of the black I could ever need. Well, for now. Can definitely run out, but you know. The other thing is, I know you're supposed to like, well, I say supposed to. That's kind of like saying should, right? It's a good idea to match the color with whatever you're making because, oop, um, you know, if I'm making something with white fabric, I don't necessarily, what is it pitching? I don't necessarily want black thread. Now, on the other hand, the black thread is going to be on the inside because you would use the serger on the inside, not the outside. So I don't know that you would even see it um, as you're sewing, if I'm honest. Okay, now I've got to go get the book. I'm still in the process of moving everything from my old sewing space to my new sewing space. So I have to come into the old space to get my book. Okay, comfy? Cool, I am too. All right, so let's get this washi tape off of here. Okay, so which one's in English? This one. Fun fact, I speak a tiny bit of French and a tiny bit of Spanish, not enough to be fluent or even really conversational in either language, but enough to recognize which language I'm looking at and speak a little bit. Uh, un poquito. Uh, what can petit, petit peu? Anyway, tiny bit. Okay, so now we got the handbook, and it should be fairly easy to find the threading area because that's essentially the only place I go to for this entire book. Thread holder on the thread tree, spool pin on 2 needle modes, correct position. Upper looper, lower, oh, always in this order. Upper looper, lower looper, right needle, and then the left needle. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed when I showed it to you, probably you did not, but sorry, I actually have it labeled. So it says upper, lower, left, right. So I can tell which one is which. So when I'm trying to, it says to start with the upper looper so I know which one that is. So let's get started. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know how well you can see this setup, but I'm doing my best. Okay. I joke all the time that that's what they're going to put on my headstone is she was just doing her best because legitimately that's all I can do. Okay. It's all any of us can do, honestly. All right, so this is the upper. So where does it say? Set the needle bar in its highest position. Okay. And make sure that the needles are up all the way. Where's that supposed to be? All the way over? Okay, right there. Three is correct. This one? Yes. Okay. Life happens here. I love you. I love you. Anyways, okay. So threading the upper looper. So it shows on here, do this first, then this, then this, then this. So I've already started with, so it says on this, it's green. The one I'm doing right now is green. So I just have to follow the green line. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is through this. Now I'm old and my eyes are not fabulous anymore. I think I got that threaded. Ha! Look at me go. All right. So let's put this back here. Okay. It would be fantastically beautiful if I could get my serger working again. Okay. Threading the lower looper. All right. Next is lower, which you can't see because I moved it so you could see me better. Lowers all the way over on this side. Okay. 'Tis the blue one. All right, so let's get the next black thread. And we put it through the top. And it starts out the same as the lower, as the upper. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one's blue. So it goes through there, through both of these, and then up here. Oh, this is the super complicated one. Okay. Okay. Open front cover by sliding. Okay, I already did that. Pull the thread off the spool and directly up through the thread guide on the thread tree from back to front. Pull the thread through the proper thread guide. The thread tension release button. Oh, here comes Mexican.
Mommy,
Yes.
look at this one. I forgot it. This is a very old game.
Oh, is it? Like it's been around for a while?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank you. I love you.
The oldest game I have so far.
Okay. I love you. Okay. So now this one goes in here and then through that, right? 8. Yeah. And then through this. Okay. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of being company while I'm doing this. mainly because I'm trying to.
Mommy,
Yes, sir.
this.
Okay, so
Mommy.
the problem with this one is, well, it's not a problem. It's just I have fat fingers, and this area is very small. Shoot, I pulled it out. Okay, in. I've got to figure out something to use to get it pulled up back there because that space is too small. Let's see. Oh, I know. How about this? I don't want to use the term seamstress for myself because I feel like that's disrespectful to people like my sister-in-law that are amazing. But pins and needles can be your best friend in tight, sticky situations. Okay. Now, I don't want to get that twisted with the, shoot. Come back here. There, I think I got it. All right. Ooh. Now we've got 2 done. And I believe I can push this back in because I think I only need it for that one. Okay. Oh, or the tweezers would have worked too, but I'm pretty sure the tweezers are out in the other room, as they should be when my machine is in here. Threading the right needle. Okay. We'll use the little guy for this one. So we start the same way, go through the hole at the top. Didn't I say I wasn't going to be doing like instructional video this whole time? You know, I blame the children. They distracted me. Okay. 2, 3, 4 goes up here. 4, 5 down. All right, it wants me to get the tweezers. Hold, please. Okay, got them. Okay, so now we go. This is more like just threading a normal sewing machine, this part. And then it goes in the right hand needle. Does it go from? Yeah. Okay, right hand needle. Tweezers. Grab. And pull. Okay, I will admit that was much easier. Okay, there's that. One more. Uno más. Okay. Here. And then we go through up here. And then here. So my day today is going to be playing with this, as you can tell, because that's currently what we're doing. And I need to give my grandson a breathing treatment. He's asthmatic and also has allergies. And so he will just randomly get hit with bad cough and be real wheezy. And that's how he woke up this morning. So we are going to take care of that. Okay. Maybe we have done it. Let us see, folks. Okay, I'm going to move stuff around. Be right back. All right, I'm going to go get a couple pieces of fabric. All right. I don't know why I worried so much about that. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Trying to get you not loving this arm holder thingy. Okay. Oh, good. My fan died. Okay, cool. So all I'm going to do is put a couple of pieces of fabric together and see if we got this done right. All right. Cross everything. See how we did. Ready? Nope. It's not even moving. There. Come on. Cool. It's broken. Okay, well, that answers that question. And that's fine. I mean, I'm disappointed, yes, but um it's fine. I can see about maybe finding somebody that can fix it. Um Maybe my husband can troubleshoot it a little bit. In the meantime, in between time, we'll just use the regular sewing machine. I've done just fine with just the sewing machine for ever. So that's what we will go with. Okay, so then next question is going to be, what am I going to, what do I want to do today? Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi. Can I do for you? Poopy pants? Is that the entirety of what you have to share today? Okay. Whatever makes you smile. Um, so the two things that I enjoy doing are, you know, maybe I'll make an outfit. It's been quite a while since I've made clothes. That might be fun. I could make some pants for my grandson back there. I could make a dress. I might make a sundress for the girls because they really like sundresses. Maybe I can do a patchwork skirt. I've done that before, but not when I when I wasn't as proficient. So maybe I could do a better job. Um, Problem is I don't have a ton of great fabric for making clothes, and um, I don't have a ton of great fabric for making clothes, and so that's why I think of the patchwork kind of thing, because I can like kind of put together my own fabric. But I kind of, that's why I've been enjoying making bags and purses more, because it doesn't matter as much. You're not going to have it on your body. So if it's, you don't have to worry about it being itchy. You don't have to worry about it being um, too tight or too, you know what I mean? Like it's more forgiving. It's a good way to say it. Um, Maybe that's what I'll do. I will pick fabric and pick a pattern, and then we will start making a sundress. Because I'm pretty sure the pattern I have, I can make one in the size that my granddaughters are now. I've made one for them before, but it was like 2 summers ago. And so they were like a 3T then, and they're like a 5 now. So maybe I'll do that. That could be fun. Ooh, actually, I just remembered I do have a fabric that would be really good for, well, it's thicker, so it might not be really good for right now. Well, anyway, we'll figure it out. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my big book of everything. It's my patterns. Oh, did I grab the wrong one? I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, now I have the right one. So I've made, I think they'd like this dress too. I don't know if I've made this dress before. Nope, I haven't, because I haven't cut it out. 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Okay. This one is the one that I've made, but it doesn't look like the pattern. The chest pocket placement. Back bodice. What is this one?
Mommy,
Yes.
Mommy has this game. It looks so cool.
Let's remember it for tomorrow. Remember, we already talked about we're done.
What's it called?
Blockcraft World Sandbox.
Sandbox? What is a sandbox? Is there a box for sand?
Usually, yes. I made this one. So, oh, I keep saying this one as if you can see. I made this dress for my granddaughter. I made it a little bit too big, but I made it with her. She loves mermaids, and I've got some really cute mermaid fabric. And so I made it. Did my microphone die? I'm not seeing it up there anymore. Where's the button? Maybe not. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. Anyway, I made that for her, and I made it extra big because she loves mermaids, and I just wanted her to be able to wear it longer, like a longer period of time. So, but what if I did? Is everything in here? Did I put everything away? No. Cool. Love that. Because I might make myself a dress out of the um here it is, out of the fabric that I was just thinking of that would be good for a skirt that's kind of heavier. I may make myself a dress with that. I haven't really ever made anything for myself, or maybe some comfortable lounge pants, because that's easy, like legitimately easy. Um, and you can get some tracing paper and like trace pants that you know fit you. So like these pants I have on are capris, right? So, but I like the fit. So I can trace it on the paper, and then you essentially cut out two of each direction. So laying this way and then laying this way, right? Cut out two of each and then sew those together, and then sew those together, and then you just sew elastic in the waist and the ankles. Or if you prefer, instead of elastic, you could do ties. You could use ribbon or rickrack or fabric, like fold fabric and sew it together and feed it through and make ties, um, if that's what you'd prefer. But for today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on a dress. So another day, I think I'm going to do another vlog where we're actually like going and doing something fun. Maybe going to I don't know. There's a store called Miniso that I really like. Maybe we'll go there and find a blind box to open. Or I mean, I'm not a makeup person. I don't wear makeup. I'm not a makeup person. I don't do special things to my hair. I'm just a normal person. I'm just a normal everyday grandma. And I like being that. But because that's what I am, I um I don't just have a lot of um I don't have a lot of ideas of things to do. Oh, you know what? I've made that one before because that's what I made in the jean material. I think I can do a better job. I think I can. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this here. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.